1,300 meters, runners dispatched. Lucretius at the back end of the field, racing 3 lengths off. Mr. Fix-It, clean-heeled out the machine from Hoodwinked on the outside, who's looking to attack and either go off to lead or sit in second. He's going to decide to go on and lead. So Tristan Godden, number 7, Hoodwinked, clear away by 2. From Mr. Fix-It racing alone in second, 3 lengths Quantifier, and he's travelling well enough with the headgear on, 5 lengths off this leader, Hoodwinked, who's setting a half-decent tempo. Towards the 1,600 metre marker, and Hoodwinked is now starting to stretch them out, doing it easily but doing it well by 2 from Mr. Fix-It, lonely and sick, and the racing in Indian file. 2 lengths Quantifier, the MIKADO, a clean 4th. 2 lengths away, Giver's Grace, that's the filly, and towards the back end of the field we're going to find Lucretius with the white cap. Hoodwinked doing the buying and the bidding at the far side of the course, in front by this length and a half. Mr. Fix-It travelling on the bridle in second, 2 lengths away Quantifier, and Chad Little's got this individual to settle beautifully towards the inside. The MIKADO is now going to range up alongside, and that's just going to spur up down the inside Quantifier for a stride or two, but the MIKADO goes on by. Trying to also improve is Giver's Grace and Lucretius at the back end of the field. Out in front still Hoodwinked, leading by this length and a half. Mr. Fix-It's waiting in second. The MIKADO's on the outside. Quantifier sits quietly in that 4th position past the 8 peg. On the outside of runners, Giver's Grace and Lucretius going to have to pick them up from the end of the field. About to turn into a sprint just on 600 meters to go. Hoodwinked by a length and a half. Mr. Fix-It's waiting with the MIKADO on the outside. Lucretius, the white cap's been hooked early around them to try and make a length or 2. Mr. Fix-It towards the inside, Giver's Grace, 2 lengths away Quantifier. Hoodwinked at the 300 metre marker, Mr. Fix-It on the inside. Here's the MIKADO down the middle of the course, now putting in a big run past the 200, and number 2, the MIKADO and Serena Mudley come into the lead. Mr. Fix-It's on the inside, but the MIKADO, number 2, just blowing them away. The MIKADO will win by 2. Mr. Fix-It second, Hoodwinked ran third, and Lucretius back and forth. So that conveyor belt of victories continue for Frank Robinson. Sid Mudley, Serena Mudley, number 2, the MIKADO. Ended up the tote favourite, marginally at 3.70, ahead of number 1 Quantifier at 3.80, and the MIKADO will get that elusive second victory and will win with a bit of authority by about 2. Mr. Fix-It second, Hoodwinked, and from the back end of the field, Lucretius, Giver's Grace, Quantifier. Down the middle of the course, number 2, the MIKADO, will get that elusive second victory. The son of Danon Platina is a 3-year-old bay gelding, bred by Wilgeborst Drift and Maritz Fontaine, a 450,000 rand buy. Serena Mudley for Frank Robinson, tote favourite 3.70. Back to the studio.